Hey fifth graders, Mr. Bell here. Alright, ready for your next project? Here we go. This next project is going to be a three-dimensional building. Okay? Now, all you're going to have to make is the front of the building, what is known as the facade. That's basically the face, front of the building, and you're going to glue it to a cereal box or whatever box you want to use. Okay, make sure that it's not bigger than like a sheet of construction paper or a regular sheet of paper. And what I want you to think about is with anything that's three-dimensional, that you have three things that you can measure, because dimensions are measurements. So you have height, width, and length. So there should be three things that you can measure. You have your up and down measurement. That's your height. You have your side-to-side measurement. Right, there's your width. And you have your front-to-back measurement, and that is your length. All right, so those three things, that makes it 3D. All right, that's a lot different than if I drew a square on a flat surface. Then you'd only be able to measure one side to side and the up and down two things. And that would make this just 2D. That's opposed to a cube that's three-dimensional. So on these buildings, you are going to use 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. So you have to use your imagination. It's a little pretend. Anything that's a scale model of something is a shrunk down version of the real thing. So for every 1/8 of an inch, and that would be right here. So go over 2 dashes here. There's an 1/8. So for every one of those, you have to imagine that's 1 foot in real life, which would be the length of this entire ruler. It's 12 inches, 1 foot. So we're pretending that tiny little measurement right here, 2 dashes over, that's 2/16, same thing as 1/8. We're pretending this is this entire length. Okay? So let's take a look at what your project's going to look like. And your building might look very different from mine. You might have a different facade. This is the facade of this building. I made this. And you will see a little Bank of America, but a little logo there, that this is done at 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot scale. And these doors are, you can see it marked here, 3/8, and I'll zoom in a little bit. Sorry for the noise. This door is 1, 2, 3/8 of an inch wide. And that's about how wide the average door to the front of your house or the front of the school or to a restaurant is. It's usually about 3 feet wide. And 7/8 tall. And most doorways are almost 7 feet, like 6 feet, almost 7 feet, 6 feet 8, 6 feet 9, something like that, whatever. So we're just going to round up to 7 because that'll just make it easy. All right. So if 3/8 of an inch wide, if each 1/8 of an inch is 1 foot, then 3/8 of an inch is going to be how many feet? If you said 3 feet, you're correct, because each 1/8 of an inch is 1 foot. So 3 feet by, and if this is 7/8 of an inch tall, then it's how many feet tall? 7 feet. Now each story of the building, we're going to make, just for this project anyway, not that every ceiling, not that each story of a building is 12 feet, but for this project, we're going to make it 12 feet. And that's how tall the floor to the ceiling is in my classroom. So I'm just going with that measurement. So it's 12/8 of an inch is right here. From here, 0 to 12/8 of an inch. And that will be 12 feet in real life. And then there's another 12 feet. And another 12 feet. and another 12/8 of an inch, and another 12/8 of an inch. Okay? Here's a couple of other buildings that I've done. And here's another one. And you can make your building whatever you want. It doesn't have to have a name. This one doesn't have a name. And this one does. So you'll notice that they match each story. It's basically, there we go. 12 feet, 12 feet, 12/8 of an inch, 12/8. And the doors, same, 3/8 by 7/8. Okay? You decide if you want yours symmetrical or not. And on this one and this one, you can see I've got orange on top, blue on the side. I did blue on the sides, and that's kind of fade out, or that's gray. I have not done the sides of this yet, or this, or the top, or the back. You don't want to do the bottom at all, unless you really want to. And what I did to make the top and the bottom was, I just laid the box on a piece of construction paper, and I traced it exactly, cut it out, and then I'll glue it on the side. I'll probably use purple though, or black. But that's how you do it. For the top, you just put your box on there, trace it, cut it, glue it. And that's how you do the front too. But there's a lot more to the front than just tracing and cutting. So you really need to make sure you get all of your measurements right. And let's go ahead and just do a quick review of the ruler in these measurements. So this is the exact same thing as this. All right. So you can see 3/8, 3/8, 7/8, 7/8, and 12/8. That's 1.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to pull this out of the way, and let's just look at this because it's the same measurements as that ruler. And let's go over a couple of things. Just as a reminder that each one of these little dashes on a ruler is 1/16 of an inch. So if you go 2 over, that's 2/16. All right, then 4/16. If you go all the way to 1/2 an inch, it's 8/16. If you go to 1 inch, 16/16 makes a hole because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Now, every 2 dashes is 1/8 of an inch. So there's 1/8. There's another 8. So you go like this. 1/8. There's 2/8. 3/8. 4/8. 5/8. 6/8. 7/8. 8/8 makes a hole. Makes 1 inch. Okay? Then if you go over every 4 dashes, you have 1/4 of an inch. A quarter. There's 1/4 of an inch, there's 1/4 of an inch, there's 1/4 of an inch, there's 1/4 of an inch. So you got 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 makes a hole. Okay? 8/8 makes a hole, 16/16 makes a hole, and so forth. So if we go all the way over here, so if we have 8/8, then we have 9/8, 10/8, 11/8, 12/8. Which is the same thing as 1.5 inch. Okay? So, there is your little review. And let's get started on the project. Get a sheet of paper. Pick the box you want. You can use any kind of box. I have a cereal box here. I've got a Ziploc thing. This can stay on the back, so I'm gonna use this one. And I'm going to make this the back so I can put stuff in it. So this is going to be the front, that's going to be the top, and these are going to be the sides. So I'm going to flip this around like this. I'm going to put it on the paper. I'm going to trace it. Exactly. Don't let the box move when you're tracing. Take your time. Okay, and that is the same exact size as that. So I'm going to put this to the side. You know, if you want to do the sides also, get more paper. Or if you want to use a different color construction paper, do that. I like to use different color construction paper. But now it's time to cut this. And you want to cut it very slowly, very carefully, exactly on the line. I'm going to save this paper for something else. Don't waste it. I'm going to do this and this part. Okay. Now, you want to find the center so you can put your doors. Now, I see some pencil lines here. I'm just going to flip this over this way. Now, what I'm going to do is, now you can measure if you want to, and this is basically 3 inches, so I can just go to 1.5 and put a little mark there for the center of the 2 doors. And you can also do this. You can fold your paper in half, all the way to this corner. You have to take your time and make sure that it's matching up at the corners really good. Otherwise you'll have slanted lines. Okay, open this up, flatten it out, because I'm probably going to have a line going down the middle anyway. And there's the middle, which is basically 1.5 inches. So there you go. Now, the door is going to be 7/8 of an inch tall. Put it in here. So I'm going to get my ruler, and I'm going to go right on the crease mark. I'll zoom in a little more. There's my crease mark. And I'm going to go up to 7/8 of an inch and draw my line down there. So that's 7/8 of an inch tall. Now I'm going to come over here, 3/8 of an inch wide. There's 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So you got 1, 2, 3. Go across this way. Flip it upside down. Do my other 3/8 of an inch. And come down to the bottom. Measure 3/8. Over here. Measure 3/8. Oops, sorry. I'm off the... So I measured 3/8 of an inch here. I measured 3/8 of an inch there. I have 3/8 of an inch here. I have 3/8 of an inch there. Now I can connect all these with a vertical line. And this side. And there's my doors. 7 feet by 3 feet. 7 feet by 3 feet. Put some little door handles on there. Alright. Now I'm going to make 12-foot stories. So 12/8 of an inch. 12/8. Over here. 12/8. 12/8. Sorry if I'm getting off the screen. I keep forgetting 12/8 and 12/8. Then I do the same thing on this side. 12/8. 12/8. 12/8. 12/8. 12/8. All right. So I've got 12/8, 12/8, 12/8, 12/8, 12/8. Don't worry about the extra bit at the top. And now it is time to start connecting them. And the next one. And keep on going down like that. Okay, I have each story done. Now it's time to design my building. Trace it with marker, color it in with crayon, and that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, I've got it all colored, and I'm ready. I've got my glue on there, and press down gently. Let it dry overnight. Add color to the sides if you want, to the top with other paper. Alright. 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. That's your scale model. Alright, have a good time with this. Bye-bye.